Hello everybody, Gibzomatic here, and today I want to be showing a test with the M416 in Battlefield 4. Now this will be showing off some of the new optic sights, and as you can see I have a naked M416. Now this will also be showing off some of the tests with the optics that have been changed in the big CTE update for Battlefield 4. Now, as you can see here, I am doing a test without any controlled recoil. So as you can see, it just has a very high recoil, mostly towards the right. And there you can see I was doing a controlled recoil test. And as you can see here, I'm doing another recoil control test. Now, the M416 I used because I wanted to show off some of the new capabilities with some of the iron sights in some of the actual red dot sights. And I chose the M416 because, one, I kind of know how the gun performs. I've gotten a lot of kills with it. I got mastery with this weapon, so I know how the recoil performs, so I can control the recoil quite well. Also, I already have all the unlocks for it, and as you can see, this will just be showing off the standard sights as the only changed with the gun. I am not showing off any of the like muzzle brakes or any of the grips or anything like that. I don't want to do that because that will influence this gun. I don't want this video to be too long. It's probably already going to be like 15, like 13 or 15 minutes or something. So, as you can see, these red dot, as you can see in the actual patch, the red dot does not move. Only the actual sight. And you can see this better with some of the other optics, like the Cobra sight, which I'll be showing off soon. Here's the Coyote sight, which is a very nice sight. It doesn't have that much of a red dot, but it does have a lot of the metal part is not that big, which is a big part in target acquisition. And if you can control your weapon, you need to know where your enemies are. And I do think in this patch that they made the sight brighter. So that is something. And as you can see, with the M416, it has some high recoil, and that is just kind of different from few assault rifles. Of course, you could have a SAR 21 or something, which has pretty much no recoil at all. It's basically a laser beam. But I want to show off recoil and how the sights actually work. Now here you can see the Cobra sight, which works very nice. It has a very nice sight in the middle with a T shape, and it also, the outside area is more of a circle area than the Coyote sight, which is more of a square. And I like the Cobra sight probably the best. And there was a burst fire part that I was doing, a hip fire also. And the actual sight works pretty good. Now the actual red part does not move, and it actually works better because of the actual, now that it does not have the actual T in the middle, does not move. So, maybe this will also make ACOGs and 4x sights better, which you'll be seeing soon at the end of the video. Now we'll be going into the 1x sights, which is the hollow sight, and this sight works pretty good. It's the standard American sight for hollow sights, and as you can see, it does not move much, and it works pretty good. Although I do like the HD 33 better, and as you can see, I can kind of control the weapon, so it does not have too much of a problem with controllability. Now, in the sky, you can see that the red dot works pretty good in the sky. I'll be showing off the HD33 now. The thing about the HD33 is it's probably my favorite hollow sight. It's kind of like the American hollow sight, but just improved a bit. Now, I don't really like the sight as much, but I do like the outside metal parts. They just seem to flow better, and there seems to be less of that. Now, I might do this for the M249 and maybe the AK-5C and maybe even a sniper, just to show off the other capabilities of these weapons. Now, this was the standard assault rifle, you know. The M416 is a very nice assault rifle, and I might do some other weapons. Not in this video, though, because I don't want this video to be too long, and, you know, if I don't talk, then I might put some music in the background and just show off the rest of these. But hopefully I can actually make this through, you know, how long this will actually take, which shouldn't be too long, but, you know. Now, also, this was on the Xbox One. Now, if this was on PC or on something else, then I could have, you know, gone, maybe a higher FPS. Although I did, you know, try and make this as good quality and as good, you know, I did try and record this at 1080p and at 60 FPS on Xbox One with my capture card, and it should work pretty good. You know, probably not the best quality, but should look pretty nice. Now, I could have done a actual map that had better, you know, targets, but I didn't want to get killed during this, so I just went into a test range. The update was today, so if you want, here's also the IRNV and the FLIR site, which are not affected by this. I actually, whenever I was recording this was actually my first, you know, time, you know, doing this with these sites, and as you can see, there's really no, you know, no difference with these sites, and I don't like these sites too much. It's kind of, you know, you can't see any of the background while you're shooting, so it's just kind of tunnel vision, kind of like how if you had a sniper sight. And I don't like those, but some people do, especially on like maps that are darker, because they are night vision. So some of you guys may like those, but I'm not into those. Let's see. Now, there's also a few changes with the actual recoil of a few weapons, and I do believe that there's also some other, you know, updates, which I will maybe show off. You know, a few updates that were also done, but that's not in this video. This was just a recoil stress test that I could do. Also, I was another reason why I didn't want to go into public session for this was because, you know, I didn't want to, you know, just not contribute to my team, so that's why we're on the test range. Also, you can see here we have the 4x sights and the 3.4x sights, which I don't use these sights often, but I might actually use them some more times very soon, because they are some pretty good sights. I don't like all of them, but depending on the weapon, they could do pretty well. So, as you can see, this sight is, I believe, the M145 is the name of it. Yeah, I don't use this sight often, but it also, if you're on PC or something and you have better keyboard and mouse abilities to recoil management, then props to you. But I'm playing on console with a stick, which could be harder to aim. So, you know, that could be one thing. But, you know, maybe if somebody's on console and they want that, then they could do that. Now, I might also see how good those pickup weapons are, because I know the USAS uses like a hollow sight, and I believe some of the snipers use a ACOG or something. So I might do something like that. That might work. And also, if I did the other, like another gun, I'd like to do a gun that is very kind of similar to the, you know, the M416, just because the M416 has a very nice recoil pattern. But if you guys know a assault rifle that has a good enough pattern where it's pretty much all up, straight, yeah, I could have done, I think, the AK-12, but I'd have to get more unlocks for that. I think the AUG-A3 has a pretty good recoil pattern. Of course, the M416, although I don't want any variables depending on your speed of the rate of fire. Maybe the H-23 might, but you know, this is the only assault rifle that I believe I have every unlock for. Or just because I kind of switch with a lot of different weapons. And if you watch some of my Battlefield gameplay, I do that sometimes. And I do, you know, I like to switch up my weapons. And I don't really get mastery with a lot of weapons. So this is my only weapon that really had every sight. But I could work for that. I could very well try and get a lot of sights for some weapons. So if you guys want to see that, then know that. And just stuff like that. Now, the quality of the video may, you know, dip, and there may be a few instances where the video just kind of got messed up. And sorry about that, but hopefully it's not too often and stuff like that. Now, this gun, the M416, is actually a very nice weapon. I'll actually leave a simthic.com thing for it in the description, so that if you guys want to check out the gun and the recoil pattern, you know, more exact, then you could do that. Now, I will say that this gun could be better with a potato grip or a maybe a muzzle brake. I usually run a Cobra sight or a Coyote sight, and usually a green laser sight, and sometimes a flash hider and a potato grip. That's usually my setup that I use for this weapon whenever I do use this weapon. But I do switch that around a bit. Sometimes a angled foregrip works. Sometimes a muzzle brake, even a heavy barrel works. Even sometimes a suppressor might work out quite well. But you know, that's kind of it for what I want to talk about. This video's almost done with the quality, and I'm pretty sure this is the Russian ACOG site, which is the PS001. Which, you know, this site, you know, as you can see in the gameplay, you can probably see some very nice sights and stuff like that. So that should be the end for all these weapons. So hope you all enjoy. Feedback is always appreciated, and I will see you guys in the next video.